Hi guys, this is a tidbit talk. Last week, Mr. Eazi got married to his girlfriend. Mr. Eazi's name is Tosin. He got married to Temi. The subject of the matter itself is the fact that Temi is Otedola. Temi's father is Femi Otedola. I prefer to call him Femi. He prefers to be called Mr. Femi. Femi Otedola, as a child coming up, we know nothing of him, but we've always known about the Otedola's family. As a matter of fact, we know of Michael Otedola. Michael Otedola is the father of Femi Otedola. Very, very powerful lawyer that eventually became the governor of Lagos State. What we like about Michael Otedola is he smiles a lot. He has this presentation of cheerfulness, easy to talk to. Everybody loves him, as a matter of fact. But Femi Otedola is an entrepreneur. What people love about him is his presentation. He has this presentation of humbleness, meekness, almost like he's an introvert who doesn't talk too much. But obviously, he's a wolf. He's a billionaire. Everybody loves him. Today's subject. In the common world, marriage is between a man and a woman. Among rich people, marriage is between two families or multiple families coming together to become one. The way it's done, it is usually the parents of the husband and the wife to be that funds the marriage. Does that make sense? Even though the expectation is the husband to be, the wife to be, let's say they are doing well for themselves, they have something going on for themselves, but both families will empower them financially and resources. It's almost like transferring power to them so they can be solid and be independent. But in the common world, it is the responsibility of the husband to be to fund that marriage and continue to fund the family of that woman and that woman. That is a lot of expectation. And it is very, very common where we come from in Africa for that man, which is the husband to be, now the husband to die young. Does that make sense? If you listen to the presentation of Femi says something that he was the one that bought the building. He bought a house for the engagement and he bought a house for the wedding. You understand? In the common world, it is expected for that man to be the one. It is expected for the husband to be, the boyfriend, to be the one to do this. Mr. Eazi is a billionaire. Does that make sense? At least he's a millionaire in dollars. He's doing well. But the expectation of the family of the husband and the wife to be is to fund their life, give them substantial resources so they can become independent. That being said, it's 2025. Having ridiculous movie-like expectation for one another is going to keep you single. You don't understand. Even if, let's say you're 25, you're 30, you're 35, you're 40 years old. Like, even if that boyfriend or that man is doing well, there are certain things that he cannot acquire. I'm doing well for myself as an entrepreneur. I don't have the type of resources and the type of money that my father has. It's not possible. My father is 76. Does that make sense? It's not possible. It's like, no doubt, I'm doing well as an entrepreneur, but not to the level of. Does that make sense? Because there's levels to money. And for men, it takes us a very, very long time, most of our life. So what usually happens is the family supports and they continue to support until. Does that make sense? The equivalent version of, when they say a man is rugged, is a masculine man, is provider and protector, the equivalent version of that is just one statement: humility. This is how I can tell a woman that comes from money. This is how I can tell. she has humility. You get me? It is very common. I live in the United States. It is very, very common for people in the first world country, women in the first world country, to say, I take care of myself. I pay my own bills. I pay for my own cars. I do everything for myself, so I don't need anybody. Almost like flexing independence. It's not something that rich people flex. It comes with the territory. Does that make sense? So, saying this today is not to downplay you, to step on your face, or no. This is not stepping on women or stepping on, no. Or men, no. I'm just saying there is still room and opportunity for you to work on yourself and become better. You get me? And become better. Temi, who is $10, obviously comes from money. Mr. Eazi, I am confident he is not from that type of. He's probably one of the first in his lineage to gain that kind of wealth, which is good. There's always a beginner in each family that breaks that chain and becomes, understand. Learn to find either a man or a woman and work with them. Build with them. You going out there looking for a ready-made, it doesn't work like that. It's like, okay, I'm 40 years old. It's like wanting me to have the type of power and resources that my father has. It's not possible. Because for men, it takes us a long time, a very long time for us to acquire these things. And it gets more easier when we have a woman that comes in and, okay, well, let's say supports and just, because you guys know, I told you guys the story of my father. My father does not have anything when he met my mother. As a matter of fact, he was living in his father's house because he came from the United States to Nigeria for NYSC service. NYSC service is a military service in Nigeria. My mother, an entrepreneur, doing well for herself. The bigger percentage of women right now will never go for such man because, come on now, is it dusty? Oh my God, it's not even on my level. Think about this though. There is room for you to change. There's room for you to be better. Continue to be well. And for the guys, don't go out there and synchronize with a woman off of beauty. You understand? Sex, there are many more things we can do with ourselves. I'm talking about men and women. Sex is the fraction, the shuke. There are many things. We can build legacies together. Legacy is bigger than sex. You don't understand? Sex is what we do when we are saying, okay, we've done well today. Okay, I give you my 2 minutes. Shuke, I give you tops. You don't understand? But we can build a legacy. We can build a family. We can build businesses together. You don't understand? But it is very, very common for a man that has done well for himself to synchronize with a woman from poverty. And she's going to do what she's supposed to because Survivor is at the peak of her. You get me? So you have to be very, very smart. You have to be very, very intelligent, my good friends. Find you a woman on your level. There are so many women in the world. A woman on your level is not necessarily like, I'm not talking about maybe she has the same money or the same accomplishment as yourself. Mental state of mind. It is very, very important. Beauty is not everything, though. There are so many beautiful women in this world, though. But very, very few of them have common sense. The bigger percentage of them do not have common sense. Go out there. If you're doing well for yourself, go out there. Go and find you a woman that has common sense. Understand? You will not always meet children of rich people because rich people prefer to marry rich people. I say this to you. But go out there, size them up. Find you one that can add value to your life, that can contribute well. Be well.